So 1, 2, 3. Всем привет. Hello everyone. My name is Rakha Ihsan W, a final year student majoring in chemistry science at Brawijaya University, Malang, East Java. Right now, I'm living my dream as an exchange student at RUDN University of Russia at Moscow, studying environmental engineering as my study program at the Institute of Ecology, RUDN University. Talking about Moscow and RUDN University, right now I am in the front of the RUDN University main building, the most iconic place in this university. Usually in summer on the good weather, many people gather around here for many purposes too. I first heard about this program around 2 weeks before the deadline. My professor told and encouraged me to join this program, and he can give me a recommendation letter for me if I want to join IISMA program. Without thinking so long, I collected all the available information from the ministry and from home university. I took English test, wrote my essay, and did some administration process until finally I submitted all the documents. Choosing Russia as my destination was also my most remembered experience during my application process. I didn't think twice about deciding on this country because I wanted to feel and see directly with my eyes the long history of this country, especially in the city in Moscow that I am stepping foot right now. After being listed as the awardee of IISMA 2021, I continued to the pre-departure program. For me, this is the most challenging program in terms of my preparation. Russia opened its border for foreign students just 3 months after the scholarship announcement. Hence, it took a very long time until our document was finished. While I wait for the document to be complete, I am again collecting information as well as I can about my host university, about the country, about the city, and so on. How I will study, where is the best place to go, and what should I do when I have free time. Arrived in Moscow in the middle of November, my first impression about this country and this city was the weather. It's so very cold. Until now, it's very cold. Winter will come to this country not so long after our arrival to this country on the middle of November. We had a short quarantine after we arrived, and it was just like a brief orientation for me. And for us too. We taste local food, feel the weather, the cold weather, feel the local food, feel the weather even it's just from the balcony, and communicate with locals. Since I am not too picky for food, maybe the only big thing that challenged me the most is a culture shock, is that people here are so straightforward. They also doesn't usually speak English, even they are in the country's capital city. We always had to do it online in the first week of lecture because the administration hadn't been complete. I also have to adjust the material that I get during the lecture. About 3 years of studying pure science and now having to study applied science, it's a challenge for me. Of course, there are activities that we had to do to share experience about Indonesian culture with the professor and lecturer here. Even in Russian language and culture class, our lecturer asked a lot of questions about how life in Indonesia, how is the food, how is the clothes, and so on. And also the everyday or daily language. I feel that I don't need to change my study habits when I am abroad in Russia, at least in general. However, I am more focused learning the language to use in everyday life and some life habit of people around here. If I could turn back time, I would like to change my study activity by interacting more and more with people around here while testing my Russian language skill. After 2 months about undergoing the IISMA program, I can recognize myself better and better, especially what things are still lacking me. I can also have a stronger resilience than before, and my mentality was also stronger. The most memorable experience for me during IISMA program was that I was able to trace a little bit of this country's history. I can freely explore, starting from visiting museum, trying public transportation, and seeing other historical objects in the city. Since the beginning of signing up on this program, my commitment has remained the same: to share the good news from this country with my friend and with many people, and vice versa. Share the good news from Indonesia too, from the smallest to the most significant things, to people around here in Russia and in Moscow. And after my return, I will also try to carry out my other commitment to the IISMA program, introducing the IISMA program, encouraging my friend they were still able to have opportunity to participate in IISMA program, and of course invite them to be bold, to be a growth individuals. I'm officially IISMA biased because finally I can achieve my own dream, which is to study, experience life and culture in the other country, especially Russia and Moscow. It is a country with a long history, and I had the opportunity to see it, the mark of history by myself. IISMA 2021, be bold to go abroad. Thank you.